like the newer guys too. Hey, trader nerds. It is Sweet Bobby, and no trader should trade by themselves. You should trade with your fellow nerds. So, welcome in, Mama and Daddy and the little baby. Everybody gather around for a good old time. The market is down 0.32%, and everybody would say, well, wait a minute, Bobby. Is that right? The market's down? Is it supposed to be down? Friend, let me take you to the linear regression. Hold on to this, and let me just show you. See, look, are you surprised? Are you surprised? Sweet Bobby draws lines. The market listens. I told y'all we are in a downtrend until we ain't. Now we got to bust above this for a day or two to get back into the green. But until we do, this is resistance, and we have hit resistance. Y'all see that? And so it is likely to go much farther down until we break out of the channel. We are in a channel, and what you do is you just draw little channel lines. Okay, we're flat. We're consolidation. We were going up. Who the flip is that? I don't care who that is. Get off my dead screen. Who the hell is that? I don't want that frick on there. Anyway, so y'all saw that. Draw it, do it, trade it. And nothing takes us by surprise. We are the trader nerds, baby. How you doing? You want my trading plan? Look in the description below. You want my spreadsheet? Look in the description below. And if you want to make money, follow us. We may not be the most entertaining thing on YouTube, but dang it if we ain't good. All right, so let's see how we're doing today. Well, let's look at the market first of all. Let's go see what Mr. Market's doing. Nobody's trading, right? It's just average trading. The VIX is at 16 handle. The AD is up and down. We are on a little downswing here, and the VWAP's going down. This is the overnight low, so we're below that, and the hourly midband is going down. Where's the opening 15-minute range at? Where is the range, baby? Look at there. We are below the opening range, and AD is non-existent. What's AD? Give me my AD, for God's sakes, so I know if it's a down or an up day. Anyway, negative 101. Negative 101. Let's look at the big green monster. Big green monster tells everything, and the big green monster says, hey, this is a line of support and resistance, and it certainly serves as resistance. So we are kicking back down, and we would anticipate, though, going back up into this area at some point, but who knows, right? It does not like this gap right here. Point of control is here, so we'll see. We'll see how we do here, but this is a line of support and resistance. This is support and resistance, and we just kind of watch them and figure out what it does. But it doesn't matter what the market does because we trail the market what it should do. We don't respond to the market. The market responds to us. So let's see how our little account's doing today. Let's go over here. We'll trade this little account, and we are at 45,919. 45,919 today. That is up from 44,106. That is up by $1,813. We are up 9.26% for the year. Fire up the band, Rico. Hallelujah and praise the Lord. Look at this, 9.26%. And they said, Mama said I wouldn't account to make anything. Look at us, y'all. Yeah, I know. Just a couple weeks ago, we were down. Well, now we're up 9.26%. Premium comes in, y'all, as long as you don't freak. You cannot freak. All right, so let's see what our Greeks and ratios are today. So we've got 80 and 50. 80 and 50. So we got 80 here, and we got 50 here. Here, and we said that the VIX is a smooth 16, and so that looks good. This a little heavy, it looks like, and our buying power usage is, let's see, we want to see what our positions are, options, futures, everything. So 11, we don't want to count Bill, right? So we're at 11,379, 11,379. So let's put that in. Now, you're sitting there going, wait a minute, Bobby, why did your stuff go down so much? You was at 42 and 52%. Why did it go down? Because we had a GTC order fill. Remember, I told y'all yesterday we'd look at it today. So let's see what our little trade activity here is over the last few days. And yesterday we had a GTC filled, and it allowed us to buy 10 long puts, right, at the 33.50. So what we're going to do today is we're going to say, hey, it's a down day. Let's sell 6. If we bought 10, surely we can sell 6. So on our little normal trade, so let's go out to trade. Let's go out to, let's see, we're going to do the ES, aren't we? Yeah, let's do the big boys. Let's trade the big boys. ES, we're going to go out 120 days because that's where daddy rules on the ES, 114 or 128. Let's do 114 and let's sell a 6 puts down there at about $3. What do you say? All right. So we're going to sell those at 305. So we're going to try to get 310 for them. And we said we're going to sell 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do that. Ding dong, ding dong. Waka, waka, waka. So now we're going to do is we got to buy these 10, right? This is the Sweet Bobby hedge. And we're going to buy 10 of these. And we're going to buy them when we can do them for $1.55. $1.55, y'all. And we're going to make it a GTC order. That means good till cancel. So it will not cancel at the end of the day. We're going to buy those at $1.55. Don't know why it's not showing there, but we know that it's there. Oh, we remember we got to change that to ESU4 or something. I don't know. So we did 6 today. Let's see what our activity was. We traded 6 at not $9. Hold on. We got filled at 310, 6 at 310, 114. So we sold the 3,000s for 310, 3,000, 310, 114. 3,000. We started keeping up with the trades over here. 3,000. What do we say? 114 days? 114 days. And we sold them for 310. All right. So we got to make this a ES. This is a hedge. We sold 6 of them puppies. So we're going to call this a BSH5. All right. So BSH5, Sweet Bobby Hedge 5 puts, and this is a short hedge. And we did it on today's date. Control your colon. And there you go, baby. All right. So let's go put him in BSH5. So let's do that. Now that we're finally keeping up with our, so let's go here. And ESH5, let's see, where's he at? Here's 5. No, we sold the 3,000s, wasn't it? We sold 6 of the, what did we sell? Activity, we sold 10. No, that's our GTC. We sold 6 3,000s at 114 days. Let's find those. 114 days, it's not there. ESU4. 114 days right here, BSH5. So let's go to group positions, BSH5. All right. There we go. Now, let's see if any of our positions. Now, remember, this is the account I used to freehand, but then we started doing the hedges in them and we're like, oh, we can't freehand them anymore. So we can see if anything tells us an auto close signal date on there, and it does not. So that means it's time for our regular 1-1-1 trade. So let's do it, baby. Let's go back to the macros. Why the macros? Because that's where we rule in a $40-something thousand account. And let's do the trade button, and let's hit here, and let's see. We wanted to do 120 days, right? So we'll go to 114 days. And we want to do something for, what do we say? 10% probability being in the money. So that would be this 4,500. 4,500. We'll try to do that. 4,500. Couldn't get filled there, so let's go get him. Come here, little feller. We'll dumb down 4,500 to the 3,125. That should fill. 4,500. There we go. 4,500, 14 days. And we got filled for 3,125. 4,500. 3,125. 4,500. 3,125. And we said it was 114 days. And this is the macros. God, isn't this fun? Do y'all just love this? I wake up at night, in the middle of the night, and I go, man, look what I get to do. I get to get on here with y'all, with our trader nerds. We get to trade every day. So we're going to call this NP6. And it's just fun. So we're going to go short hedge. No, that's not a short hedge. That's a naked, sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself. Control your colon. There she goes. So now that means we got to put a debit spread in as our little hedge. So we'll do 1 foot debit spread, and we'll call this PDS6. And we'll go puts, debit spread 114. It's today's date, control colon. There we go. And let's see what we can get into this for. Now, what I've been doing is since we've been, keeping these separate and grouping everything, I've been making sure I don't overlap strikes, right? So we'll go back to the 114 days. And let's see what we want to do. See, I don't want to overlap these because I'll have to put them in different areas. So what I think I'll do is I think I'll do a 4,700, 4650. That's going to be cheap. Larry, 550, but that's fine. We'll go 555 and see if we can get that in. 4,700 going once, 4,700 for 555. 4,700, 555. 4,700, 4650. What do we say? 555? Is that right? 555? Let's see. Let's go to activity. 555. There we go. So now we'll go to positions. And we said this was NP6 and PDS6. So let's go find them. Let's go positions. 114 days should be down here somewhere. There we go. So what do we say? 4,500. This is NP6. NP6. And then we said the 4,700, 4650 is in a PDS6. PDS6. Now, I could go back and try to figure out all these other ones, but I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, from now on, I'm going to be good. Trading View has gotten very spammy. Yeah, don't get spammy on me. I try not to get spammy on y'all. I mean, yeah, I sell spreadsheets and I sell this and we sell, memberships and our little thing, which is really good. Oh, by the way, if any of y'all are paying more than $19.99 a month, you need to cancel your membership and resubscribe because I've dropped the price to $19.99. I thought it ought to be as much worth to you as the Discord membership as Netflix is. Surely to God, you're getting that much value out of it. But I don't want to charge. When I first started, I charged $50 a month. And I was like, then I changed it to $25 and then $29. But I think $19 sounds really good. So I would rather we have more good people. Now, we've only got one rule. And the only rule is no a-holes allowed. So if you're an a-hole, we have already made our quota. So we don't need any a-holes. But if you are something else than that, that's fine. So we're only using 62% of our cash here. We could probably buy a little bit of bill, because we've got the dividend date coming up. So why don't we buy, how much would 100 shares be? What, $9,000 of, let's do that. Let's go to bill. Let's just get a little bit greedy here. Bill. So trade bill. If we bought 100, that'd be $9,000, right? Yeah. So it's only going to charge us $4,500 worth of buying power. So let's just buy bill. You want to? Now we don't put that on the spreadsheet anywhere. So let's just look. I like doing this occasionally. Let's just look. What day of the year is it? What number day of the year is it? So what number day of the year is it? Sounds like a funny question. So today, what is the current day number? We are day 115. Okay. So we are day 115. Let's look at this. And we are at 9.26%. So if we take 9.26%, y'all help me do this math because I just got finished playing pickleball and I'm just like 9.26% divided by 115 days. That ought to be the amount that we're up per day, right? Times 366 since it's a leap year. So we are on track for 29.47%. I'll take that any day. What's the market doing? We're up 9.26%, and that measly market is only up 5.92%. Do you know what that's called? Does anybody know what it's called? Alpha. Now I know what you got to say is, Bobby, you got to bring the Sortino ratio and you got to bring the Sharp ratio. Whatever, dude. I don't have to do that. I just say we're going for 20% a year. We're up 9% now. We are well on our way. So hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you all. And
Hey, Bobby.
yes, how?
Yeah, doesn't your weekly premium tab calculate your expected return for the year?
It's supposed to. Let's see how good this is. We hadn't used this in a long time, though. Let's see what it says we're doing. Now, why is that not working? Oh, wait a minute. If you'll remember, though, this one, I hadn't been keeping up with all my things, but you're right. It's supposed to, but I'm not sure why that thing is. But yeah, if I had kept up with all my things, it should be doing this. And I need to go figure out why this one's not working. 45 desired yearly return. Well, we want 20%. Now let's see if that changed anything. So desired profit, we want 91.84 profit per year. That looks better, but I got to fix this. But what's yours?
You got a couple cells in there in the original sheet, and it calculates it. It does, you don't if you enter a percent like that. But there was a couple cells you had in that sheet, and it's like one of mine showing my accounts is showing 27% right now.
So you're on track for 27%, Hal?
Yeah, in one account, and a couple accounts are like 17 and 20. But that's because in January, all kind of stuff got closed early when the market ran up. So
yeah,
I've been carrying a lot of debit spreads for a while.
Hal, we don't talk enough. How do you feel about your strategy? What are you doing different than I am? How do you feel about things going forward? How's things going?
I do something similar. I'm switching from 112s to 111s, but I'm just farther out on the at the deltas. I put these things on at.
So you're doing the 112s, or you just doing 111 and just putting them out farther?
Yeah, I'm doing 111s. I put them out farther, but the returns coming in about 25, 20 to 25%.
Yeah.
I'm putting my I'm doing it all in the ES in my
Mhm.
accounts, but I'm putting on the debit spread at about 5%, 5 delta, and the naked puts at 2.
Okay, good, good. And are you doing any hedging at all? What are you doing hedging?
Yeah, I'm doing a black swan hedge, but I'm doing a lot smaller than you do.
Okay, are you doing it in the micros or are you doing it in the E-minis?
ES.
Okay, good, 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 good. Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself on track for 27%. That's terrible.
Yeah, now and during this recent vol expansion, I only got up to about 30% use of buying power, 35%.
God, that's got to make you feel good, doesn't it, Hal?
I'm happy with it.
I mean, y'all, I don't want to say that we've solved the market, but I think we have done really well. Now, we did have some panickers last week. We had some panickers that were like, oh, no, 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 and you just follow the plan. Just follow the plan. And, the plan works pretty good. Now, you've got a written trading plan and everything, right, Hal? I mean, you go by your plan. You don't mess up any, you're very mechanical in what you do, I'm sure.
No, I don't have a written trading plan, but I'm pretty mechanical in what I do.
Really? I'm surprised you don't have a written trading plan. I have to, Hal, because if like when things start going amok, I forget what I'm supposed to do and I start panicking if I don't have a trading plan. So you did pretty good. So during the volatility expansion, you only got up to 30%. That's great. That's really good.
Yeah, and then a couple of trades closed. GTCs closed last night on a couple the shorts on a couple of 112s.
Mm-hmm. Good. And what do you put those GTCs in for, the puts? So what are you closing them at?
I close them at 75%.
Okay.
Because I find that usually they close at, like between, oh, so, when the market's going up, they can close in like 30 days. And about the longest they've gone is about 70. And I'm putting them on at around 120. So I figure you collect 75% of the premium and 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reallocate the capital. I mean, Victor's doing 60%, I think, in his.
So you're never getting up to 50% allocation, probably.
No, not lately. I mean, I've been running, somewhere around 20%, 18, 20, 22%.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. Hey, let's see. Victor, are you here? Is Victor here today? What did Victor tell us he was doing the uh Zebra on? Was it SPY?
He was doing an ES.
Was it ES he was doing it
Or he
on?
might have been doing MES. I don't know.
Okay, I don't remember what he was doing it on, but I tried it out the other day and I was trying it with SPY and XSP, which I thought it was pretty good, worked really good to the giving you downside protection. I thought about even including it in my plan, but I'll talk to him first and see exactly how he was doing it. He comes up with really good ideas. All right, Hal, good talking to you. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, one other thing.
Yeah, one other thing, Hal, go ahead.
Yeah, I noticed sometimes when, you'll have a bunch of trades pop up that are like on stocks and stuff like that. So you must have some other accounts that you
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm not in any stocks right now. I'm out of everything, but yeah, sometimes I trade stocks. Yeah, sometimes I'll buy those.
Hey, Bob,
Do you that do?
Oh.
Hey, Ed, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey. How are you?
Good, Ed. How you doing?
Good.
Did you ever get back from Disney World? Did you get back from Disney World, Ed? What are you doing?
I've been back for a week and a half or so. Yeah.
Okay. Did you get you a good old tan while you was gone?
Oh yeah, I got me a me tan, which is no tan at all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with you, Ed?
I wanted to ask Hal a question.
Yeah.
Hal, you put debit spread at 5, starting at 5 delta, and then you sell the 2 delta naked?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a 50 wide at 5 delta?
Yep.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Right. He's putting it way down there.
That's what I thought I heard, but I wasn't sure. So I wanted to.
Yeah, it's usually like in the ES, it's around like, a 0.75 to maybe a dollar. So, and then usually 0.2 is around 6. So,
yeah, I'm actually looking. What DTE do you look at?
120.
Okay, all right. I'm at the 98. And
yeah, the ones I did today were 114s. I put on in 3 different accounts. I put on some 111s in 3 accounts.
Okay.
Ed, are you greedy like Hal is, and you're on track for 27% too?
I am not on track for 20-something%. No, I am not.
I mean, that's horrible. I mean, that's just greedy.
You know me better than that.
You're a little more conservative.
I'm at the 114, 4150, 4100, 3750 for one. Is that kind of what you're doing?
I think the ones today were 4,039.50 and 35.50.
Okay, and you sell one for the
it's
naked?
111.
Okay, all right. And then you just let that crank to 90%, 95, whatever, something like that.
75.
How much?
Take the debits, the
naked
shorts off at 75%.
Okay, and just let those PDS run out unless they get in the money, which they'll never do because they're so far out.
They're so far from the market.
Yeah.
Strike the current market
and
price.
Then, Hal, one more question: have you? And it sounds like you got a pretty good book of this stuff, so I guess you've been doing it for a while. Have you looked at just doing the naked as well, or you kind of like the added put debit spread? Because the put debit spread is so far down here. I'm not saying it's worthless, and you're certainly not paying much for it, so you're probably getting your money's worth. But do you see those things puff up like on the pullback last Thursday? Did they kind of come to life a little bit, or they kind of remain dormant? Do you know?
They all increase. When the market was when the vol increased, they all increase, and so they kind of offset some of the So when the vol went up, I went from like in the low 20s to like in the middle 20s to 32% on my buy power use.
Yeah. And I heard that and I'm like, wait, I need to listen better what he's saying here. So, because this is unconventional. I don't see many people doing this. And it doesn't bring in the massive premium, but I see you're shooting for 50% and you scale in often. And so that kind of makes sense. I just wasn't sure about the DTE.
Well, I was doing 112s, but I figured I'd cut the premium in half that I was paying on the debit spreads, and then just do more 111.
Well, and you can do that, and you still have the same notional on. If you have 5 112s or 10 111s, same notional. You just have 5 extra per debit spread. So I totally understand that part. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, Hal. Bobby, thank you for letting me pop in.
Good to see you, Ed. How everybody else doing? Anybody else want to chirp her chest and say I'm on track to do such and such? Everybody good? I mean, this is the way you do it, y'all. I mean, this is real stuff. Like I say,
counts at an all-time high, but my target goals are very, very modest.
Yeah, that's good, Ed. I just love the slow pace strategy. It's just kind of is. And there's about 10 days a year that you scratch your head and go, what am I doing? And, oh, woe is me. But most of the time, it's just printing money. I like this.
Yep.
All right, guys, y'all have a good rest of your day. I will see everybody tomorrow.